Wait, oh. We starting already? Hey, CJ! Hey, where's CJ at? Oh. We starting? Alright, give me 5 minutes. Wait, hey, up! Come on. Yeah, we starting. Hey, go. I'm up.
What's up, pedestrians, and welcome back to another episode of Word on the Street. I'm one of your hosts, Deja Peters.
I'm another host, Cedric Joe.
And I'm another host, Noah Abbott.
And we have another special guest with us today. I'll let him introduce himself.
I'm G. Wayne.
Yup.
All right, so G. Wayne, you are a content creator, an actor, an athlete. You do a little bit of everything, right?
I like how you gave me that athlete part. Thank you. I embrace that.
I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, we gonna take one of these balls and try him on the back.
Now he a lefty though. Hey, I'm a lefty too. So y'all know lefties when they come to hooping,
Shifty.
shit, we don't play.
I'm the righty,
I'm a righty as well, so.
Yes, they can't relate. They can't relate.
Whatever, we can get on the court and see how we really stand, you know what I'm saying? But you know.
Us against y'all too, okay. We can get with it.
Come on, we already know. The righty's gonna take it.
Right.
You already know.
Come on.
We ain't gonna do too much talking.
Hey, we gonna let our game speak, but we ain't gonna say nothing. They gonna be like, make them go right.
We gonna talk in the game.
We can't. It's not like we don't got it.
I be telling them that, like,
Right.
okay, but you can't stop me going left, so.
Lefties are really.
Are you sure about that? I mean, okay, I'll say this. I was voted best defensive player for a couple years in a row. So, it's like.
What you a Dennis Rodman? What
You know I play defense. I play.
Yeah, come on now. So
I got to play with defense on them though, so.
Right. How y'all gonna score?
I was a point
I'll take
guard
it to the cup
and a
every
shooter.
time.
We take it to
So,
wait, hold on. I mean, I give you this. You do look like Candace Parker. I give you that. A miniature version. You do look like Candace Parker.
I think you're the only person.
Are you getting buckets like that? Hey, on this podcast, can y'all put up a screenshot of her and Candace Parker side to side? You'll see what I'm talking about.
She definitely like
Dude look like Candace.
Same
Parker.
hairstyle.
Said it.
And believe me, you're the only person who's ever said
I'll
that.
bring it up. Everybody's gonna be like,
We
dang,
got
I
Lance
see
Stevenson. We
it.
got Lance Stevenson over here.
Oh, snap.
He's definitely Lance Stevenson. We definitely got
Somebody
Lance.
led.
So he do got the defense.
Hey, no, we got Eric Gordon over here though. It's Eric Gordon. Oh,
That's crazy.
Hey, I'm gonna get on myself. I'm Mayweather. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that.
Hey,
Y'all probably cap on me later. I'm going to cap on myself now.
You box?
I do like it, yeah.
You do?
I did.
So see, like all around. And
I thought you know that.
no, I didn't know you
We
boxed.
had a little
I knew you
boxing
did.
section on the set. Y'all probably wasn't there. We had a boxing session on the set, and we had a game 101 on the set with basketball with Jahan, me, and Dane.
Oh yeah, I wasn't there for that one.
I got all the footage.
Okay, so maybe we can input that somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so actually, me and G Wayne met on the set of You Married That. So that's kind of where can they check it out?
You know what? I'm upset that you told me that. You know, you hit me like that because I just told you behind the cameras that I didn't know.
It's on the platform.
It's on somewhere. It's on one of the platforms. We're gonna find it, and we're gonna let No, my bad. I thought in the second. I thought maybe like you remembered it like in the second.
Man, I told you don't ask me that question. I said don't ask me that. I ain't hear that one.
It's on one of y'all check one of the platforms. It's on there.
Don't worry.
It's somewhere on the
We'll
internet.
find it behind the scenes and put it somewhere.
But it's called You Married That.
Yes, and that's actually that movie. It's a full comedy. It's based in like Vegas and LA. It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
But let's get into the content creation side of things. So where would you say is your biggest platform right now?
My biggest, that's kind of, because, Facebook, they kind of like have their ways of where they go back and forth. You got Facebook that be hitting, and then your YouTube would hit, but they don't never hit together sometimes. And then maybe twice out of the year, and you be like, both of them hit at the same time. Because, these platforms are in competition with each other. Right. So that's kind of hard to say because you have your good months with YouTube and your good months with Facebook. And then you have your other platform like Black Oak TV that I was telling you guys before, that just give you a bag off top to go do it, kind of like a smaller version of Netflix.
Wow. That's right.
They trying to make themselves the next Netflix. So I want to be there when they grounded, so I can be the original.
Absolutely.
You know how they got Netflix originals? I'm gonna be a Black Oak TV original.
Absolutely. But speaking of Black Oak TV, don't you got like a project coming on there somewhere?
I do. Check that out. It's called My LA Hood Story. So it's based on a true story, you know.
Hood story,
Hood story, man. You gotta worry about your hats and stuff like that.
Nah,
behind the camera.
Yeah,
You see the hat behind the
yeah,
camera. Dangerous.
especially y'all that from LA already knowing like it's the hat situation and all that.
In your life.
I'm not gonna cap. I kind of just I wear whatever ass. But there's a difference.
feel like-
Here's the difference. I'm
female.
I'm a girl,
Yeah, I
so
feel
it's
like
like people
you
not gonna
change
run
your
over and be like, yo, where you from? But shit.
Right.
Yeah, but either way. So where would you say you got your start in the content creation? Like, what platform did you start on?
The start was Instagram, and I think it was doing like 15 seconds at the time. I think what was it? Vine had wiped out, and then Instagram took over 15 seconds, and I was just messing around. And then I did like a basketball sketch where they put the rims down lower, and when you were a kid and you like to dunk on the rim, you had dunk contests. I did that, and it went viral. B-Dot reposted it, and that's when it just started. I just started doing stuff on the internet on IG, and boom. There it is.
That's what's up.
So assuming you know how you just said the LA Hood story and stuff like that, really like I know stuff like that's really around Los Angeles. Are you born and raised in LA?
Born and raised in LA on the east side of South Central.
Okay.
In Florence and Central, in case somebody like, oh, you know, what part? Yeah, there it is. Florence and Central on the east side, right by the post office.
Okay.
Yeah, the Rise, it was a Pioneer Chicken, they burnt it down.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's how you know I was born there.
Okay.
Oh wait, you don't stay too far from where I grew up. Now that I think
What
about
school
it.
you went to?
I mean, I didn't go to school in South Central, but
See.
I
no,
was
check me out. Check me out. No, here's the thing. It's not my fault. It's my parents. Here's the thing. I went to school. I went to elementary school and kindergarten in Inglewood, and then I went to
Where it didn't matter, where you don't really remember nothing. You didn't really get your hood ties in there. She was like, yo,
Look, check me out. I was born in Inglewood, raised in Inglewood, and Watts. Okay, so don't play me.
What school did you go to?
I went to Bennett Q Elementary School
Never
in
heard of it.
Inglewood.
Never
That's
heard of
fine.
it.
That's
Never
fine.
heard of it.
That's
I was
okay.
like,
I'm from Inglewood.
Yeah, he from.
You heard of it?
Yeah, I heard.
Thank you.
You were here.
I ain't never heard of
That won't
it.
make me here.
He's like, yeah.
This is when the righties is trying to have each other back. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Right?
see, they.
Yeah, Inglewood.
Nah, I grew up. I played sports on like Inglewood and stuff like that. So, but I went to school on Central on 83rd. So
Okay.
I know where that is and stuff like that. I'm familiar with it. But yeah, see, ain't nobody hearing this.
I heard of it.
Arnold Benedict. All right, I'm gonna look it up. Arnold Benedict. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna Google it.
Bennett Q. There was Bennett and there was Q, and it came together. Okay,
Yeah,
that's the
Bennett
backstory.
Oh, Benedict.
Yes.
I don't even know what that means. What is that?
I don't know. I just went to the school. G.
Vinegar,
Thank you. See, no.
Hey, okay.
No one knows what I'm talking about.
We gonna look it up. We gonna check our hood status. in a minute.
And now, but like, so basketball, you know, you athlete, all that. Like, when did you start playing basketball?
Man, I had to start that basketball was at the age of 2, to be honest with you, man.
Came
That
out
and
boom,
baseball.
you know. Oh,
Baseball was really. I'm good at baseball. Like basketball, I'm not really good at.
What's the position? Baseball.
I played outfield, left field, and left center. You know, and a little bit of shortstop till I stopped
It's
growing.
me too. Yeah.
You know, I know it says shortstop, but it don't mean you gotta be short.
You ain't know it's literal.
Right?
It's
No, I'm short. Play this stuff right I'm here.
Like, I'm a girl. Nah, they was
Yeah,
serious.
yeah. When I got about 10, they said, "Yeah, we're gonna have to move you to the outfield, brother." Height requirement in that part.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
over or like
You know the balls. You know, like, I could have got it if I was like 6 feet. I could have got it. But you know, in the outfield, give me a chance. Like,
Yeah,
I
you
was
run,
fast.
you
I can track him down. You know, the height didn't matter. You know,
That's how I played center field.
boom. So you know what it is. Man,
Yeah.
that is.
That's how we met actually playing baseball.
Yeah.
Really?
I had to tag
Well,
him
it's like
out. I had to
T-ball.
tag him out.
Oh, it's T-ball.
Yeah,
so
I
y'all
tagged
grew up
him.
from like
Young,
okay.
didn't
He thought he was going to
We
first
played-
base.
So y'all like brothers.
Yeah, like
10-year plus.
Still sleeping in the same bed, brothers. Yeah, go ahead and say it. Yeah. Y'all said it. You heard it. You said yeah. I got you.
Brothers, like, you know, brothers, we.
He done told on this stuff. He said yeah.
That's you.
You know, brothers, you know what I'm saying? He sleep this way, I sleep that way.
I didn't let him finish.
Nah,
I didn't let him
yeah.
finish. All right, my bad, brother.
Fuck you
My bad.
too.
Yo.
Growing up in LA, those sports was definitely something that, you know, I feel like how a lot of people connected, and especially this generation now kept a lot of people off the streets and stuff like that. So.
That part, you gotta have sports. If you wasn't gang banging, you either had to be like cool, or you was a nerd, or you was one of the dudes like, oh, he plays sports, we ain't messing with him.
Yeah.
Cool, he cool. And that was sports. I picked up on sports. That's how you got your friends and whatnot.
Pause. Nerd. What are you?
You know what I'm saying? You know, there are nerds that exist.
You got your.
Okay.
In the books.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first, all right. Let me start by saying to the nerds. out there. I classify myself as one as well. So we in the same boat with that. So don't
The
even
nerds are
take
the
that
cool
in.
kids nowadays. You know what I'm saying? They want,
Absolutely,
you know, they
right.
the boss. Some of them.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly. They running stuff.
Look,
They the police officers.
running-
Nah,
I ain't gonna forget that.
look, being smart
No.
is cool.
Yeah.
Pause.
Absolutely.
Don't knock it like it's
Absolutely.
not.
It makes your life easier. But if you can be book smart and, you know, street savvy,
Yeah.
then that's the two worlds.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with it.
Nah, most definitely. Nah, and I feel like for us too, it helped not only for us playing sports, but us being actors as well. We got to see more of just where we grew up from. So
That part.
and I always like preach and talk about like code switching and stuff like that. So I feel like it's real good to know, you know, not only how to talk around your people, but talk around, you know, business wise and
Exactly.
you know, people who you know, not grow up with.
Right. Like the different audiences, you gotta know just how to talk to them, how to communicate, and how to present yourself as well.
Yeah.
So that is definitely a benefit of growing up in LA, but then being able to be exposed to the industries that we're all exposed to. So yeah, absolutely.
Do you feel like, you know, you being a content creator and, you know, you've accomplishing a lot since then, like, do you feel like that's helped you, like, with code switching or having that, you know, just being able to explore outside?
Oh yeah, I think it's definitely helped me, man. It's definitely helped my content. Me growing up in LA, it's I can tell my story from a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't go to the public school. I went to a Catholic school and a Christian school, and a lot of people don't know like those schools is tougher than the public schools, man. We set a trash can on fire. The lady was 80 years old.
Wait, what?
Bro, and we was in class. It's all boys school. This is Vernon Day High School.
Okay.
Yeah, that's in Watts.
Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I got a brother. We got a brother that go there right now.
So you know what the school. So this is back in the
See,
90s. You know, and I'm in the 90s back in the day when colors matter and everything. People coming up there gang banging.
You know my coach.
Who your coach?
Coach D. You know. Coach
Yeah, I
D.
know,
I
Coach-
got
yeah.
the same pass.
Okay. Family up in here.
Coach D.
Yeah.
Boom bang.
Yeah.
Bing bong. So the homie, well, not the homie at the time. You know, he was a bully. I'm gonna say that. You know, he's like, "Hey, we gonna mess up Sister Philomene." I'm like, "What are we gonna do?" He's like, "Yeah, I got these batteries, and everybody in here gonna throw them when she turned around the board." I ain't throwing no batteries. And if y'all don't throw them, then okay, I'm gonna have to throw something.
He gonna throw it at her. I'm gonna throw it.
All right, I'm gonna just throw them on the side of Sister Philomene. I'm gonna throw them over. I ain't gonna really hit her.
Right.
I'm gonna throw it over there though. You know, I'm gonna throw it.
You're not gonna aim directly for her, right? Absolutely.
Wasn't gonna be the only one. So the time came, we was like 20 of us in the class, all boys. We all got our batteries. I'm telling the homie like, "Hey man, I ain't finna hit no old lady, bro. I'm just gonna throw it on the side." Man, she turned around, boom, 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 boom. I felt so bad. She turned around. Who did it? You know, because she was like an old lady. Man, they called the teacher on us. We all got suspended. I went home. My mama said, "If you don't tell, you won't punish me." I said, "Well, I guess I'm gonna be on punishment. Because I ain't snitching." Because you snitch, you go back to school, it's a wrap, bro. So the whole class, we just all kept our mouth shut, and that was it. We all got suspended for the whole week. Good time off.
Nah,
Had
bro.
Right, cool.
a fun time. We watch all the cartoons that day. Shit. And it's nothing.
Yeah, just word of the wise, don't throw batteries at
Yeah,
don't do that.
at the monitors.
Hey, don't.
Please do not hurt.
And if you kind of like force because of peer pressure, it happens.
Don't even give into that.
Peer pressure is the most dangerous thing in the
Mm.
world.
For
You know
real.
what I'm saying?
For real.
But only if you give into it though. So
Yeah.
like it's okay to like, you know, be your own person and just be like, no. Now I understand that and this time it's a little different, but
Yeah.
today, you know,
Definitely
peer
don't be a
pressure is
follower,
like-
be a leader.
Absolutely. Yeah, be like, I'm good. Y'all have fun with that.
If I could have did it all over again, I definitely still wouldn't have snitched, but I wouldn't have threw the batteries.
Right. See, there you go. See, coming from somebody who's been through it,
Mm-hmm.
don't give it a peer pressure.
So you got this. That was a good story. That was a good
Oh,
story.
yeah, yeah.
You know, you grew up in Watts. You know, okay. What adversity like did you overcome? You know, growing up in Watts. You know,
Shoot, man.
that's tough.
I get killed, man.
Mm.
You know, growing up in Watts, like you said, I'll tell you another story. All right.
Okay.
So on my block, it's okay. So if you walk across the street, at the end of the corner, you walk across the street, that's a whole different hood.
Yeah.
That's a blood hood. I stayed on the Crip side. So the blood hood had a liquor store over there that they had arcades. And I'm like, man, I want to go over there and play Street Fighter. So my granny was like, go to the store and get some bread. I'm like, heck yeah, I'm going. So I look. I don't see nobody over there. So I went over there. I went across the street. I'm in there playing Street Fighter with the court. 5 dudes come in, right? I'm like 12. They probably was like 16, 17. They were older. So they put a quarter in. And I beat him up. I was like, with the girl trying to leave. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna beat you. He was like, do it again and see what happens.
Yeah, they take that personal.
I said, do it again. I can, but I'm not. I said, oh shoot, he look a little serious. So I said, oh. So I started looking at my surroundings. I said, okay, I don't know none of these kids. Obviously older and bigger than me. Yeah. Let me play smart. This is where the street smarts come into. So I started playing. It's only a quarter at the time. This is back in the day. Dollars is game now, so I'm playing a quarter. Boom, boom, boom. I let him win. I'm like, dang man, you good. Let him win. Right, it's always like, yeah, get him in the background. Mind you, I was hyped the first. I'm like, yeah, I beat you up, you know. Like, man, you got me. So I'm fighting him, and I'm like, win a little bit, then I like let him tag me, and he won. I'm like, dang. He was like, hey, run it back. Now, mind you, I had a couple of dollars because I was supposed to get some bread. So I said, oh, shoot. He don't take my money. Think. I said, okay. You know what? I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go get some more money because I don't got none. I'm going to come back. I'm going to bring $5 up here. He was like, oh, yeah? Hurry up then, little dude. I was like, for sure. So never come back. I came back. I was out of there. I said, shoot. Bro, I went to the store around the corner to get the bread. My granny wanted it. Thank you very much. We out. Never went back. And if I did ever go back, I knew not to go back by myself. You know? Yeah, that was a little 7-6 swans over there, man. I will never forget that. They don't have no mercy. I'm looking at the store. They like, can you help me? Yeah.
She was back there again, like.
She like,
Like,
I
ain't got nothing to do with it. They don't want no parts of it, man. That's life growing up in the hood, man. So what other questions y'all got?
I mean, no, but it's like we gotta process that, because like to think about the fact that you couldn't walk across the street and go play an arcade game and feel secure and safe doing that is kind of crazy. And it's like, I'm not gonna say it's, you know, completely changed and 100% better now, but I feel like it's improved a little bit at least. So the fact that you at 12 years old are getting confronted by these big old kids talking about some beat me again. I mean, like,
oh, you gonna learn today?
That's so crazy that you had to like dim down your ability to play a video game because you was like, that's.
I don't say that. I wasn't really afraid.
My bad. No, my.
They was older than me.
Yeah.
Come on,
like,
man. What I'm supposed to do?
You did what you.
Outnumbered, outaged.
All of that.
It ain't like I'm 20 and they 24. This is back in the day when it's 12 and you 15. That's a big age difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a big age difference. Maturity.
Yeah, they probably had puberty and all that good
Yeah,
stuff. They
exactly.
probably like trees, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not afraid. Just apprehensive about going full out because, you know, that's ridiculous. That's it. But I think it's like bullying or what?
But it made up for great stories because it gave me good content. And people be like, dang, I didn't know that. And some people can relate with it. They be like, when I do my LA Hood stories, man, they be like, bro, oh man, you brought back my childhood memories when we played the street football. We get hit by the car park, cars running in the trees, man. Yeah. See, I did all that. I told all those stories. Yeah, and I act them out.
And that's what I love, like, about the job of a comedian. It's like their job. They take these traumatic or things that happen to them or just things that's not happy, and they turn it into something beautiful.
That part.
You can laugh at,
yeah.
Make it
relate to.
Take a bad situation and take it into a good situation and turn it into something positive. Like, yo, you can always learn something from a bad situation. I knew I wasn't doing it again.
Right. So you mentioned your content is a lot of you know, your background when you were growing up in LA. What other content do you like do? Like, is there?
I do something else called First Date Investments. And First Date Investments is my thoughts of from a women's side and a man's side of view of what we think on our first dates going out with the woman when we know we both want the same thing, but we plan certain cards. It's different styles of a man and different styles of a woman that I tell stories on. So that's another project that I work on.
Well, can you give us an example real quick? Going into a first date as a man, what's something that you like that you put out there as a
well, you know, you size the woman up first. You know, it depends on how you met the woman because now it's different. You meet people on the internet, you can look at them, you can see when they partying. You know, you can see when the filter's on and when the filter's off.
You know when that filter's on. No, I ain't even knowing that.
So you know, you're like, okay, so that one. I see her out in the club. She look kind of okay, cool. I can work with that. Yeah. So you know, it's a little different now. But when I was telling my story, is how I grew up back then. You know, when you had to take the pen out and paper, get the number back then. Now we got cell phones with your IG talk. You know,
that's all you have.
Yeah. So I think when I told the first story, it was me on a date with a woman for the first time, but I was also securing what I was gonna get later on that night with the guarantee. So that's what the first day was about. Like I'm prepping up, doing all this, paying for this stuff, and I'm not gonna have any type of relation with her after that. She goes home and has relation with the person that she's already, invested with that I don't know about, and I already buffered it up for him. So I tell those kind of stories that we don't talk about. The girl side, she's taking all the drinks, the food, and she go home to another dude that she's already been talking to. No, I don't know nothing about it, because we do the same. The men do the same thing.
Yo, it's something that that I hear a lot, and it's true. Men are more visual than women. Like when it comes to
y'all good liars. Y'all got us on that. You guys good liars. You guys can hold secrets real good. And keep it straight. No, I don't know him. I've never seen him in my life.
Like, I'll say, okay.
How you know about that birthmark?
Personally speaking, I'm not good at holding water like that. So if something comes up and I try to hide it, my boyfriend's gonna know. So I can't do that. But in terms of being more visual, I don't know, because it's like it's kind of difficult to say now, because there are a lot of women who are doing stuff different to their bodies to try and it's not to appease. I'm not saying that to appease men at all, but just to make themselves feel good. So like, is it visual for us or is it visual for y'all? I feel like it's more visual for us in that sense. Like we get it done for ourselves more than we do for y'all. Because we make the world go round.
This is what I mean when I say men are more visual. I was saying the way you guys look at men and the way we look at the ladies. Okay. It's like, and I feel like men, how they say men are dogs. Like, it's a lot of things that men will do that a lady won't. Yeah, like, I see. I'm not gonna get too deep in that conversation, but I'm saying it don't take a lot for men to do things for a woman.
Not necessarily. I get where you're coming from, but on the same level, like, for example, and this is in no type of way any type of free promo. That one podcast where that one guy is always talking about relationships being transactional, and a girl has to do this, and that in order for a man to like give the basic protection of any kind. And I think y'all know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. I know exactly.
And I'm like,
I got something to say too. I got something to say too. I think I'm just gonna say that these last like 3 years, 4 years, I think these rap artists, these young rap artists, and these Instagram influencers is like really pushing the young girls. Like they changing them. You feel me? Like they influence them to be like this new city girl and all like that. That's what they
like. That I don't have to like. I can go on Instagram and just be like, I don't have to have an imagination no more of what a female looks like, or wonder what she's with this on or that on, because it's right there. Yeah. I'm like, okay, well,
that's what sells though. In all honesty, and I'm gonna just be honest. There are some women who like, for example, I'm an actress, I'm a content creator, all the good stuff. If I was to post something half naked, it would get a lot more likes than me posting something of like of my work, of my custom, something like that. Right. So it's kind of at the point where it's like, what else are you supposed to do? Because if they're not making no money nowhere else,
stay true to yourself.
Yeah, but like that ain't paying the bills though.
You like taking your clothes off?
No,
make you happy?
No, I mean,
then continue on. If this was making, you gotta eat, right? There's a certain level where some women, that's kind of like what gets them paid, and
I personally know women like that, and it's like it's empowering in a sense. Like if you feel like you can just do that and get paid like that, then that's on you.
Man, you're right. I agree. I got friends that's on the internet snapping, like they don't even have to step outside no more because it's all here. The OnlyFans and all that stuff. Yeah. You can be your own stripper in your house now. Yeah. And you subscribe. You don't have to go nowhere. You don't have to get dollars thrown. They getting a monthly subscription every boom.
And as I said, it pays the bills. So I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? it's like
You
gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I feel that. First thing you know, I'm big on. I'd rather do something that I love doing.
Right.
That's I feel like.
But here's the thing: you have more options as a guy, though. As a guy, it's easy. It's a little bit easier
Man,
to
y'all
be
run the
yourself.
world. Women run the
I
world.
know,
Come on, man.
but here's the thing: as a woman, there are certain things that you have to like take into consideration and keep in the back of your mind when you're posting your content, because like as a guy, you could be funny and get all types of likes and stuff like that. As a woman, if I'm trying to be funny, I'm not gonna get as many likes as a guy would, and that's just on. That's just
I definitely understand that.
Go ahead.
I understand where you're coming from. I'm not gonna lie, but you know what I'm saying. I feel like just alone being, a black man is a challenge itself.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
I say being a person of color in general puts you at a little bit of a disadvantage. So imagine being a woman and a person of color. You, my ladies watching this, you feeling me right now? Okay.
I see where you're coming from, but I think it's me personally. I think it's harder for a male now, like to get more popular.
Oh yeah.
On Instagram.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's way harder because it's way harder.
Because like you just said, y'all can really look good and
Bro, I'll do a video. Check this out. I'll do a video with a female. And they'll talk nothing but the video of that female. Man, she look good. What's up, IG, man? Like, dang, man, what about what I said to the woman?
I just put out the
They not even. They just looking at them.
Hey, by the way, good content, but dang, she fine, man. Look at that food, man. Where you tag her?
But check this out though. That's not our fault. That is actually, and I'm gonna just be honest for being honest right now. The fact that society is run by men. No. It's the men calling the shots in a sense that have turned socials and content into being okay. Because who was in your comments?
Watch this.
Talking about
You said what? Repeat that last part. What you said?
What
You said the last thing you just said.
What did I just say?
You said it's something. Yeah, I was just gonna say just one word. You said the men run Jada. That's all I'm gonna say. Jada Pickett.
Look how she's doing Will.
Look at Will. She run the world, all right. Look at Will.
She's running Will.
Jada,
Running him. Like,
Jada Pickett
crazy.
is a special
Crazy.
case.
Like,
Okay,
like,
I do not. Don't get me
Who
wrong.
run the world? Women. We do. I'm gonna take it all the way back to the Bible days. Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. Who cut his hair off? Because of a woman and lost all his strength. Samson. Come on.
But I ain't gonna lie. Back to what you said, like how you would post a fine woman and
who's in the comments talking about the women.
But and that goes back to what I'm saying. Men are more visual.
Okay.
And y'all
because a lady will post a man, you won't see a lot of times you can't see a comment full of women, but the majority you see males.
Yeah. Y'all got the best of both worlds. You would have even the females complimenting you. And following you and the men. So we don't have the best of both. The men follow me because they want to see y'all. The girls, if I say some stuff for the girls, they'll come. But if my content is strictly beautiful women and around that, the majority of the followers is going to be men just hawking y'all in the pages. And I'll be like, man, bro.
But check that. You just made a very key point. It's the men.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So it's like, it's not our fault. Look, we come into the world, we look good. It is what it is. It's the men.
We do everything for y'all. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We do it for y'all.
Hey, ASAP said it. Make the world, we make the world go round.
We work out for y'all. We want to have the flyers, clothes, the cars, the money, because we want the women.
And I think also the fact that men also believe that we do everything for y'all is kind of like, it's kind of funny because we don't, and y'all. That's a knee slapper right there.
Key, they do though.
No.
On the lowest key.
On the lowest key, we don't. We don't. I promise you, we don't. I promise you, when I get up in the morning, I put on the clothes because I look in the mirror and I say, okay, I like how I look today.
But
you're
comfortable with your boyfriend. I'm pretty sure.
I was single doing it too.
Okay, so look. So you telling me if it's a first date or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't try to look good to impress your date?
I mean, I'm not trying to impress my date. I'm trying to make sure I look good for myself.
I got something.
Go ahead.
But you wouldn't go
ahead,
or nothing.
Good to say.
I mean, I can't be ugly. Me personally, I can't be ugly. So let's just start there. I'm not. I have to like really try.
So you're not looking good for your date. You just like, as long as I look good for myself, that's all I care about.
Yes, and honestly, like there are so many times
you're dressing up for yourself. You're dressing up for yourself, not for him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
How many times do you change your outfit before you go on a date?
Me personally,
Every girl changed their outfit at least 2 times.
not entirely
Every
true.
time.
No. Because check me out. Let me see. When was the last date I went on? I went out to eat, right? I knew what I was going to wear. I was going to wear that dress and them heels, and that was it. That was the
Only
only
for
outfit I
yourself.
wore.
They changed it. They changed outfits
Yes.
so much. They
Only for
trying
myself.
to look good for the date.
And
Why?
they want to be comfortable.
And
So,
they call it,
you know what I think it is?
How do I look? How do I look? Do I need to change this fit?
Who said that? Who does that? Okay, you know what?
All right, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like a lot. All right, because Daisy, you are a beautiful woman.
Thank you.
So
Thank
I'm
you.
saying, I feel like a lot of the things you're saying, you can really speak only for yourself.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people sometimes with women, they don't look like them 300 likes in 20 minutes that they be getting. They don't be.
I'm sorry.
Where are you?
They don't be looking like the 300 likes in 20 minutes that be getting. When you see them in person rather than how you see them on the gram. You're a beautiful woman on social media and in real life.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of women,
Don't
or
look
even
like
without makeup, they look like they look like
Don't
one of
look
us.
like that.
Yeah, for real.
Don't say to y'all.
It's Dr.
real.
Miami. Just Dr. Miami.
Every woman is beautiful in her own way, but I'm saying,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
you know
Let's
what
just
I'm
start there.
saying? Yeah. But I'm saying, we're
We're all
just-
gorgeous. We are all made in every
In God's
our own-
image?
Yep.
Because you're trying to be nice.
No, I'm being honest. Because here's the thing. It's another thing. That's the whole separate conversation with the beauty standards of society and all that good stuff.
Right.
Because and consider. I think I'm beautiful because I know I'm beautiful in myself.
Mhm.
And it's a lot of people who. And I'll say this: I'm confident enough in myself to know that somebody calls me ugly, they're just lying. But it's also like
You're a liar.
like why are you hating?
Damn well
on me?
I ain't ugly. Stop playing that. Stop playing with me, boy. Get on my face.
But it's because I'm secure enough in myself to feel that way. So if somebody else, looks completely different and they feel that they're secure enough in themselves to think they're beautiful, if somebody calls them ugly, like, you're lying. Because I know I'm gorgeous in my own way.
Mhm.
So again, with the beauty standards of society,
But
it's that.
I see what you're saying, but it's a lot of girls who have that big following too. But if you say something to them, they get real hurt too.
That's true. That is true, and
They
that is.
get real hurt too.
And
you say you know all that, like they gonna get hurt too.
It's sad.
Yep.
It's an unfortunate reality that not every woman is secure in themselves, and I think that we just all kind of have to work towards getting to that point because, like, I'm not gonna lie, it took me a minute to get to the confidence that I have, and don't get me wrong, I'm never like arrogant or like super braggy about it, but I just know I'm good looking, right? So it took.
You want us to
it
agree
took
with
me-
you? You said right. You said right. You want us to agree? Let's start trying to agree.
You got it going on.
Word to the street. Word on the street. You got it going on.
If you say she ugly, no, she not.
She not. Man, you lying. That means you lying.
You lying.
Y'all some haters. I'm gonna put some chapstick on because I don't know my lips yet.
Y'all joking about it, but I'm dead serious. What I was saying.
The last thing you said was right.
Yeah.
I look good, right?
And we agree.
And we agree.
Yeah.
Right.
All I'm saying is it took me a minute to get here, and it took a lot of because I'm not gonna lie, there are a lot of there's a problem with women when we're not secure enough in ourselves. Sometimes we we try to tear other people down, and that's a lot of what I dealt with in elementary school. Because people always talk about, oh yeah, she's not even all that. It's like, but that got to me as a kid. So as I got older, when I got to like a little past high school, I was like, okay, you know what? Yeah, they was just doing what they were doing. I'm just it is what it is. But all I'm saying is it sometimes takes a sec. It takes longer for other people to get there, and it's like, and at your own pace, you know what I'm saying. But just know that you are beautiful, and you got it going on. Okay, so don't even
that's
trip
true.
on what everybody else gotta say.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
and that
true.
goes for the men and women out there. Okay, because
Beautiful in your own way.
absolutely.
Everybody.
I'm gonna say this because it was, when I was growing up, if you had a big booty, it was like, ugh.
True.
Now when you older, they're like, you remember y'all didn't like my booty back then? I'm like, I was a kid. What's up,
No, that's
I
a
mean,
fact,
no.
because if you watch but here's the thing. Here's the fact. Here's the fact. It also had a lot to do with the fact that the standard for Eurocentric features, earlier on was super skinny and
Yeah, it was.
and nothing at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
But now because I think it's what's trending now. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
That's
It's
why
trending,
everybody's
it's
getting
trending.
It's
their
trending.
bodies
They will always
done.
do
Back
that.
in Miami, it's
I
just
feel
doing,
like-
just drawing them.
Everybody look fake to me. I be like,
Everybody.
dang, man, all the girls look the same now. They all went to the same place.
Everybody separate themselves.
Mhm.
Forget it.
And I heard they paying them off like car notes and stuff like that's how they doing them now. I heard
Wait, what?
I heard
Like
they-
car notes. They got payments on them.
Oh, like
That's what I heard.
installments.
I heard it's installment.
Right, right,
We
right.
gonna install this one. When you pay this, then we go. Yeah, we install the rest.
So
That's
anyway,
what I heard. That's the word on the street. That's the
Word on the street is.
that's what we do. That's what we do. We the
You
world.
got good credit, you can get a new body.
Oh, Jesus.
The
Alright.
700 and higher.
You know what I'm saying? You
got
up in there.
You got it.
You 600, you might only get one thing. You better pick which one you want.
Exactly. You can't get out. And if it's 500, you can't get nothing.
You gonna be just say 50 likes.
Dang, we ain't got layaway, so there ain't no layaway.
Anyways, interesting point. I did not know that.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
You learn something new every day. And once again, if you were talking about the the booty thing, we're gonna pivot. We're gonna pivot a little bit and go back to the content situation. What other projects can we expect from you, G-Wayne?
All right, I'm doing that Dream. It's called Dream. I play a different role, like straight from comedy, no comedy at all. I'm like an abusive dad. I'm like beating up on the kid and everything, choking the lady out. I had real fun doing it. I did. I'm not gonna even lie. It's different, man. I embraced it.
He stepped into the character.
I had to really. There you go. I had to step into it. It didn't take a lot to step into it, but I
Don't say
stepped
that.
Oh, it
into
didn't
it.
take a lot.
You know?
Don't say that.
For his character.
Don't say that.
For my character, you know what I'm saying?
You forget that. You gotta separate the character from
From the
From
real life.
the real life situation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So let's just be clear, G-Wayne is not abusive in any way, shape, or form.
At all.
Okay?
At all. It's a joke.
We love women.
But it's Dream coming out on Netflix. I think in the next 2 months. I'm still waiting to hear. I guess that you already know about the Black Oak TV. You know about Jahan stuff. I have another project that I'm probably going to be coming out with. I don't know if you guys heard of a guy by the name of L.A. Back in the days, like a big like heist thing that he did with the banks and stuff when bank robbery was popping back in the 80s.
Oh, okay.
And happened to be at this boxing match, and he came up to me, and he was like, "Man, I just want you to play me." I'm like, "Well, who are you, man?"
Wait.
Hey, so you got a heist one?
Bro,
Don't
like,
tell-
bro, I'm
that's my
about to be,
favorite type
bro,
of
I'm about to be jacking it up in there, man. I'm like, man, I'm excited.
That's
I'm
my
sorry.
favorite type of movies.
I'm
Heist
sorry.
movies.
Can we pause for a second? The person who actually did the heist
Yeah,
walked up to you and
yeah. Apparently, got a little money left over from the heist. I don't know.
okay.
He didn't say he had a bag. I said, okay.
For legal purposes, that was a joke. That was a joke.
But yeah, I'm excited to do that one. I can't. After I finish the Black Oak TV project that I'm starting this week, it's gonna take me about 2 months to do that. Then I'm gonna jump onto that one because that one's gonna be. I'm gonna have to be in jail, do like bank shots. It's gonna be crazy.
I can't wait to see that.
I can't wait to act that.
Man, all right, so it's safe to say G-Wayne is out here working.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
On the
I'm
court too, you working.
working, man.
Yeah,
That's how I'm staying
Oh,
safe.
what's the
You know what I'm saying?
what's the favorite move? Oh, I got.
Oh, hezzy, man. Everybody know me for the hezzy. I like to hit.
I feel
dudes
like that's
with
a
the hezzy.
lefty thing on the real.
It is because they don't know.
Hezzy and hard enough to. Oh, this.
It's so shifty.
And nobody can guard it. If you do it right, no one's guarding
And
you.
if you got a jumper, it's a wrap.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like you gotta respect the jumper. You don't know if we gonna pull up.
You don't
So
know if he gonna drive.
All
boom.
I'm gonna do is just draw
Boom.
this up.
And I got one last question for you.
All right.
You know, just hearing how you grew up and stuff. You know, not growing up not too far from where I grew up and stuff like that. And you know, I know it's a lot of other kids who are growing up the same and seeing how successful you are now. What's a message that you would tell your younger self and kids who are going through what you went through as a child?
I would say, man, always believe in yourself. Don't even worry about what other people think about you. Because once you start worrying about what other people think about you, it just takes you from where you're trying to go. I even had my family members, talking mess about me. A lot of people don't know how old I am and how long I've been doing it. And they were even telling me like I'm too old to be doing this. And once I popped off on YouTube and other social media sites and they seen the progress, they were like, so how do we start a YouTube? So I'm telling you, man, your family may go against you. Just keep pushing and believing in yourself. Put it out there in the world and the universe, and it'll come back. Manifest it and believe in God and pray all the time, man. That's it. Stay true to yourself.
Yeah.
Yes. I agree. But nah,
That's dope.
I got a question for you. We didn't ask this already. You got the J's on. You already know what I'm about to ask.
Oh.
LeBron or MJ?
Man, you see what I'm saying? Ah, man, come on, man.
LeBron or MJ?
It's different type of players, you know.
That's what
I'm gonna take Jordan because Jordan just a killer. I don't gotta worry. I don't care what's going on. He gonna kill you, bro. LeBron, you know, he's sitting out. He's sitting out right now, or whatever it was a couple days ago. You know, he's sitting out.
What more do you want from him?
I'm not. But Jordan was 37 too, and didn't fall down like that. I mean, I'm not. He need help. I'm not gonna say he need help because this is the best season of LeBron. He's smacked.
Yeah, now he doing this shit.
smacked.
That's the only thing. I'm saying.
LeBron has been consistent
LeBron
his
is like
whole career.
He has
been. Definitely.
But I think it's now it's time. You know, you got Giannis coming up. You got Embiid.
No, it's definitely a new generation.
Isn't his son?
It's time out. He's sticking around till the son get in so they can play together. They're gonna be the first father and son duo on the court.
That would be
And
so
LeBron
good.
putting them stats to show that he probably got a couple more years left.
Yeah, no, he did. Because what he averaged 30 this year, right? He had 56. I think that was the height.
Was he leading the league or something like that in scoring?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Like that. Yeah, no, he was doing his thing.
But to answer your question, I'm gonna go with Jordan because I just seen
I'm
Jordan
never.
just chill
Yeah.
no matter what.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm never mad when somebody chooses Jordan because these are players. I'm the person who I'll pick a player who I feel is my greatest, but at the end of the day, you still have to give that player respect. And Jordan is definitely one of those players I give respect.
And I give LeBron respect too. Like real talk.
But it's like when it comes to players like that, you have to.
Yeah, I don't even know how you can be a LeBron hater. When people say I hate LeBron, like, how
That's
you
my
hate
boy.
LeBron?
Yeah, no, honestly, that's just
Like,
it's
how
really
you hate LeBron?
It's really because he's at the top right now, and everybody wants to be the king. So it's like,
Bro, LeBron literally has done nothing that you can hate on. He's
Yeah.
great to the community. He gets back. He's still A1 with his wife. Bro, you ain't hearing nothing, and he does a lot of stuff with his kids. He's involved. It's like, how you gonna hate on a man that's doing that?
And he's humble too.
And he's
exactly.
Like, how?
Because he's
Yeah,
such a
he's a
good
great
dude. You 100% of the world can love you. You know, you
Right,
got
you're right.
there has to be at least a couple people who trying to tear you down. Because at the end of the day, that's what kind of keeps people going. Like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna show you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
I guess you could say that because that's definitely what kept me going. Oh, okay, for sure. All right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, oh, you said I can't. Oh, watch me do it then.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's definitely motivation.
All right. Final question for you, G-Wayne.
All right.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
5 years. Let me see. Ooh, because I am 43. I'm gonna be 48 in 5 years, man.
That's your black dude. Yes,
I know. I thought he was like 20 something.
Nah. I kept saying in the 90s when I grew up, you know what I mean? I didn't want to say the 80s. Take it back.
Okay.
But yeah, I actually see myself a little bit more behind the camera, you know, because I feel that's a longevity too about, you know, writing and directing. You can also direct your future, you know, because you act and you see actors, they fall out. You know, you got your Eddie Murphy, he ain't around really no more, unless he's a cartoon and he's funny now. But on TV, he's not. It's time's up. Martin, time's up. So if your time is never up if you're behind the scenes. Look at Clint Eastwood. You know, 100 years old, still making movies and sometimes appearing in them.
Spike Lee still
Boom.
doing stuff.
The bag don't stop. So you got to figure out other avenues. So that's where I see myself going in that direction because you can't keep putting up these skits forever.
Yeah.
You know, we've been doing it for like 4 years. I done hit every aspect of a relationship. All I'm doing now is recycling them and changing the name. That's it. And maybe do it with a different girl in a different way. That's it. You can't. And everybody's doing it. So it's like you got to figure out what's the next move because you want to have different streams of income. You don't want to just say, hey, this is just one bag. I'm going to take this bag and I'm going to multiply this bag because this bag got me that. And I'm going to do all this. I'm going to go get some Airbnbs. I'm going to do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I see myself in the next 5 years.
And one more question.
I got one.
Who's an influencer you haven't worked with who you would like to work with?
Oh.
They might be watching. You know
Who haven't I worked with that I want to work with?
Yes.
That's an influencer. I used to want to work with, I'm not going to say used to because I still would like to work with Marlon Webb.
Okay.
You know, but I don't know. I don't see him doing it. So I don't know to keep it on. But that was used to be like, man, I want to work with that dude. That dude was hella funny back in the day. That's the one. But everybody else, I think I work with that I want to work with.
That's what's up. Well, Marlon Webb, you heard it here.
Oh, you know what? What's the dude name? They used to compare me with him on YouTube. He does his hood things too, but
Watami Kwan?
No, not Watami Kwan. He talks. He's out of state. He's somewhere else, Chicago or something. And he be talking the whole thing. You say so. For instance, you're talking, he narrates the whole thing. So if you're talking, that's his voice is gonna be over your voice. I forget what it's corporate. That's his name.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, he popped. I would like to work for corporate.
Relate her stories with corporate.
Boom. Yep.
So you heard it here first.
You heard it.
Corporate,
Y'all
tap
go
in.
check- y'all go check
Tap in.
everything.
Corporate XG Wayne. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
y'all
Boom.
go check everything out that he put out. Y'all check everything. Y'all.
Absolutely. So check this out. The link to his YouTube, his Instagram, Facebook. What else? The Black Oak situation. That's not out yet, though, is it?
One of them is season 3 is out. Season 4 is coming out.
All the links.
It'll be in the description. Y'all
Bing
better
bong.
tap on it. Or it's gonna be another heist movie in Tokyo.
Oh yeah. We're gonna go back to the
To that
hood.
joke.
We're gonna go back to the hood when you gonna have to cross the street.
Yeah.
They still there.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be us this time. So.
Yeah.
But nah, so thank you so much, Wayne, for coming in and talking with us and educating us a little bit. Cause
Thank you for having me.
no problem, no problem.
sure.
Thank you for coming on. We appreciate you. You are a wonderful, wonderful person in general. So yeah, just go ahead and check out his stuff because he's also hilarious, as y'all can see.
Sometimes, Now let's go get this ping pong game. Let's get out of here.
Nah,
I ain't forget. They
But
thought I
check
forgot.
this out.
I ain't forget.
Check this out.
Now,
though.
before we
Y'all see
leave,
me take the W.
before we leave, make sure you like, comment, and if y'all new to the channel, subscribe.
Subscribe.
Right now,
So
right now.
You always know when we posting. You know?
Yes,
Bing
yes,
bong.
Follow our Instagrams and as well as the Word on the Street socials. So you just keep up with everything. But
Check out the TikToks too. Y'all better go check them out too.
that too. That too. That's somewhere over here.
I gotta get my TikTok on. I thought it was just dancing, but apparently it ain't just
Oh
dancing.
no, we got you.
Oh,
We
yeah,
got
we
you.
Bet, bet.
We got
You
you.
can do a little hezzy too. Your little hezzy
Oh,
on there too. You can
man.
do a little hezzy.
Right. It's a lot of
Say
different
less.
stuff. to do on TikTok. But
Say less.
don't worry, we got you. We
They gonna hook me up.
Yeah.
The youngsters gonna hook OG up.
But that being said, thank you for tuning in. We'll catch y'all next time.
Thanks for watching.
All right, y'all. Peace.